I met you at your arraignment. You got charged with reckless driving. And frankly, I never could tell very much about this other than the ticket. And also leaving the scene of a property damage accident. You're here with your attorney, Sarissa Montag. Also present is Mr. Luke Knopfinger, who is the village attorney for which village?
Centerville, Judge.
Howard had been appearing for Centerville. I'm a bit unclear, but he's okay with me as long as one of you is here.
There was a little confusion when the police departments joined, Judge.
I'll make a comment on that. The Centerville and Constantine police departments merged into one department. And Chief Thayer is doing an excellent job. And both Centerville and Constantine, I think, being very well served by that merger. Howard Bush has been the Constantine village attorney for years, and Luke Knopfinger has been the Centerville village attorney. So you have the same department, but two different jurisdictions. So it's fine with me. Anyway, Mr. Ruth, you got a ticket here in Centerville. Again, I can't tell very much about it, but let's talk a bit about it. The worst of these is reckless driving. That's a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. It carries 6 points and requires that your driver's license be suspended. The prosecutor has agreed to dismiss that charge to a plea to a civil infraction of careless driving, which is a much less serious offense. That's punishable. I believe the fine is $160 and it carries 3 points. The charge of leaving the scene of a property damage accident, that carries 2 points. That's being dismissed for a plea to impeding traffic. Impeding traffic is a civil infraction that carries no points. And it carries $100 fine. So this is being reduced from 2 misdemeanors to 2 civil infractions. I'm sure your lawyer explained this to you, but a civil infraction isn't even a crime. It's a civil wrong that's punishable by a fine only. So you don't plead guilty or not guilty to a civil infraction. You simply admit responsibility. Mr. Knopfinger, do you confirm the plea offer?
Yes, Judge.
And you agree, Ms. Montag?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Ruth, you're gonna admit to careless driving. I don't even need to take a factual basis. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And impeding traffic. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I can make a couple comments, Judge.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I would caution Mr. Ruth. I suspect he was drinking and driving, but I don't have a way to prove that beyond a reasonable doubt. So caution him. He's very fortunate here.
Well, again, I'm very confused because this is a Constantine case, not a Centerville case, but you and Mr. Bush can, I guess, figure out who represents which village. Howard is usually here on the Constantine cases, but this happened on West Water and Cass Street in Constantine at 11 o'clock at night.
Judge, there was an email chain with Attorney Bush and Mr. Thayer, and so he said they had sent it to me. I said, "What's going on here?" I said, "Well, you can just take care of it."
Okay, fine with me. Both are qualified, and you've done municipal work, so I don't really. Anyway, it's fine with me. Whatever works for the city. All right, the fine and cost for careless is $160. The fine and cost for impede is $100. So the total is $260. Can you pay that today, or do you need time to pay it?
I can pay that today, sir.
All right, I'll have your lawyer take you out to the counter. You can pay those civil infractions. You're going to get 3 points on your driving record. There's no mandatory suspension, and it's not a crime. So that brings closure to this matter. And if you did dodge the drinking driving bullet, keep it in your pocket because you don't want to be there. So this may be a lesson learned, and take it in that vein. Then you won't have to come back here for something worse. All right, you're good to go, sir. Thank you,
Thank you,
Ms.
Judge.
Montage. All right, what do we got here? We got some trucky cases. Miguel Ramos Perez. Failed to appear. No, he is here. Let's do that one. Miguel Ramos Perez. Boss, your client's looking for you. Or move. All right, good morning, sir. Are you Miguel Antonio Ramos Perez?
Yes.
You got charged with assault and battery and assault and battery. In file 23819, and you got charged with driving without a valid license in file 252310. I think when you got picked up on or cited on the traffic case, you found the old warrant for assault and battery. So let's take that one first. In the assault and battery case, the prosecutor is agreeing to dismiss the charge of assault and battery for a plea to disturbing the peace. I don't know if you were in here when I said it earlier. Disturbing the peace doesn't matter who was right or wrong or who started it. Was there a quarrel, argument, or disturbance in a public place? It's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $100. The driving charge is going to be plea to having no license, and they're going to dismiss the registration plate civil infraction, which will save you $126, and no insurance, which will save you $150. So that's a pretty good deal. Is that your understanding, Ms. Strong?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's my understanding as well, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Those three charges often go together: no insurance, no registration, and no license. The prosecutor is dismissing the civil infractions. So let's talk about this old assault and battery case first. Anybody threaten you to get you to plead to that lesser charge of disturbing the peace?
No, Your Honor.
Or promise you anything?
No, Your Honor.
All right, let's take a look at that case. As I said, this was a 23 case. Kind of went off the grid for a while. There was a formal complaint that alleges that you assaulted Jordan Ash. No, you assaulted Calvin Mosier. 2 counts in Three Rivers on April 7th of 2023. You didn't get arrested on this till November of 25 when you got stopped. Then you posted a bond of $200. So who is Calvin Mosier to you?
He used to be an old friend of mine.
And did you and him get into an argument that day?
No, I was breaking up a fight.
All right, as I said, it doesn't matter who was right or wrong or who started it. Was there a tussle in the street out there on 14th Street?
I'm sorry?
Was there some sort of scuffle outside in the street where you guys live on 14th and 15th Street?
There was, but it didn't involve me. I was breaking up a fight.
All right, so how did you get involved in this?
Because I came outside and seen that Calvin Mosher was assaulting somebody, and I went and broke up the fight.
All right, it says, well, you jumped on him. That's close enough for me. And then when they stopped you for this driving thing, they served this old warrant on you.
Correct.
Had you moved from your address?
Yes.
All right, so they just found you by accident. Arrested on the 12th. All right, on that disturbing the peace. What do you do now, sir?
I work in machine and rotational molding, Constantine.
All right. Have you got your license straightened out?
No, I'm currently working on that.
I'm gonna order 1 day in jail, credit 1 day, $75 fine, $75 crime victims' rights fee, and a $50 state minimum fee. So that's $200, and you posted $200 of bond. I'm not gonna assess any attorney fee in that case. So that resolves that one altogether. Let's talk about the driving case. As I indicated, they're dismissing all these other charges, which is good. It's gonna save you a bunch of money. I can't remember, you were born in Puerto Rico,
Yes, sir.
so you're an American citizen. There's no issues regarding residency status or any of that stuff. So that's a good thing.
And Your Honor, if I may, he did indicate that he has outstanding fines and costs with the court. He set up a payment plan today while he was here and made a payment. Now that he's working, he intends to keep up on those payments, but he did make a payment today.
Good. He has 2 other assault and battery cases, one in 2019, one in 2020, which he has not paid on. He also has another no valid license from 2019. It was $1,260. I can put him in jail and wipe all that out, but I don't really want to do that. But I don't like the fact that he blew this stuff off for years, particularly the 2 assault and batteries. When did you make your most recent payment?
It was today when I came in.
How much did you make today?
$90.
I would do the same thing as I did with the other ones and set this out for sentencing, but your lawyer is very hard to schedule sometimes because she's busy in other jurisdictions. So I'm just going to do a leap of faith that you're going to pay this. So let's talk about it. Were you driving a car at 7:13 in the morning. Kind of on the boondocks, Centerville, Constantine and Bergner Road. I'm guessing you were on your way to work. Were you driving to work that morning?
I was on my way home from work, Your Honor. I worked their shift.
All right, I think you might have told me that at your arraignment. Whose car was it?
It was my sister's.
She can get in trouble for letting you drive the car. Let's take a look at your driving record. Well, some of it is you got some other unpaid tickets. Your deal is you just don't have a license. Have you started the process to get one?
Yes, I'm currently working on it right now.
Tell me about that.
I needed to get my glasses first because they wouldn't let me do it. I already got that set. I started coming in. They should be within a week. And then after that, they told me to call up and make the appointment again. It'll get me right in.
Well, this is going to show up on there. This could jam the process up a little bit. But you need to start it. There's nothing bad on here. I've got people that have got old drunk driving cases. That means they can't get a license. I got people that have got residency issues that can't get a license. You don't have any of that. You just need to do it. This is just no license, 257301. $100 fine, $75 crime victims' rights fee, $50 state minimum fee, and $150 attorney fee. I didn't assess an attorney fee in the other case. This adds up to $375 or 1,000 days in jail if you don't pay the fine. If you blow this off like the other ones, I'm going to end up doing a show cause where I talk about going to jail to wipe these out. $1,000 days would be about 3 years. I can't really do that on a 90-day misdemeanor, but I'm serious. I want you to pay these. And don't get more of these because the prosecutor won't give you that indulgence. And your sister, did the car get towed?
Yeah, I got totaled completely.
Oh,
I was in an accident
Oh,
that morning.
geez. All right, when you're in an accident, you don't have any insurance, you're going to get sued by the other people's insurance company. You're probably tired from being up all night. So this ain't good on several different fronts, but I'll send you out to the court office. I want a payment plan with the kind where you actually make a payment. All right. Good luck to you on your license journey there. You're good to go. Does that finish you, Miss Strong?
Aside from the fail to appears,
All right. I think, did we make a record on those?
we made a record on Lucio Gomez Arias, but not Jacqueline Giselle or Nevaeh Horton.
All right, Matt, do you have those?
I do.
I
I don't have the paperwork. I left it with me.